from How I Met Your Mother to Scrubs? Why is Lou Dolphin doing the Todd? Did you ever watch Scrubs, John?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's two different shows. How I Met Your Mother is one of them. That's the Robin Sparkles, Robin Daggers. And then, I don't actually know if Lou Dolphin was doing...
I know that they are shows that exist, but I don't know anything about them.
Gotcha. That's a great question for Handelabra Games. Okay, Dryden N. Let's scroll back up and see where he's asking. A Sentinels video game can have its own achievements. Will be Steam, Google Play, or Game Center style achievements? Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes. He wasn't doing Scrubs. Okay. All right, refresh for stream quality. Excellent. And then turn that off. All right. Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? As you can see by the casting of the screen, there's a new soundtrack available today. We had originally talked about that we were going to try and actually mix the soundtracks together and do like 2 at a time, so it would be like the Rook City Infernal Relics soundtrack, but enough people asked to have them separate, so we figured we'll just charge less and put them out more often. So it's going to be $4.99. It's right now. It's only available from our website. If you go to handelabra.com and then click on the new store button at the top, you can get to the soundtracks, DRM free MP3 files. And they're going to be coming up on all the various other musical stores over time. I think they'll probably go up sometime this weekend or the end of this weekend on Steam, and then it'll start being available on like iTunes and anywhere else.
Box.
Yeah. Google Play, Amazon Music, anywhere where digital music is sold. Anywhere you get the original soundtrack, you'll be able to get soundtrack Rook City Volume 2. And that also means that we'll then be doing Volume 3 as Infernal Relics, probably more quickly than we got this one out. Like this one, it was like almost the entire time that it took us to get to Infernal Relics, but that was because we had originally thought, we're not going to do this soundtrack until after Infernal Relics comes out, and then we sort of changed our mind midstream. So that was why we decided to get this one out. All right, so what is everybody talking about here? Will Twitch play Tachyon or any hero again? If we get to a second game, we can consider having Twitch playing one again.
I imagine it takes a while.
It didn't work. It worked out pretty well, honestly, last time. It was, a little bit of a delay, but generally speaking, it actually worked really well. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Did everybody get their notification that Twitch is live? It does not say. See, I never know when it's supposed to actually... Like, I'm supposed to get an email and a tweet and all kinds of stuff, but it never seems to happen properly.
Maybe you're not really here.
Maybe. I always worry if we start before that happens, people aren't going to get their notification to come and watch. In the same way that, like, Periscope... I've been messing with Periscope lately, and that's how that one works, is, you get a push notification whenever someone you're following goes live, and then you can sort of like jump right in and start watching them right away. So, anywho, all right. So that's what's going on. What else is going on in the Sentinels world these days, John? Anything we want to tell the people before we get started?
We got some new beta testers.
We do have some new beta testers. Everyone who signed up, thank you for signing up. You should have received one of 2 emails this past week. One would have been welcoming you to the beta, and another one would have been saying thank you for applying, but unfortunately we don't have room. If you got neither of those, you probably should have gotten the second one. So I apologize for that. But everybody who is supposed to have gotten a welcome to the beta email got one. And I know because all of them responded to the first one saying yes, 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 yes. So thank you. You want me to play Argent Adept and Night Mist tonight, they say. Because they want the stream to last until midnight? I don't know. So the beta is going to be coming along. For anybody who was not picked, have no fear. There will be an open public beta before the end of the summer. So, as I said, we could only pick. We ended up picking basically about 25 people, and we had more than 125 people sign up. So, unfortunately, there was going to be a lot of unhappy people, unfortunately.
Yeah, we didn't expect it to get that many so fast.
It was. I mean, that's awesome. We're very excited to be that popular, but yeah, it was definitely a surprise. All right, so let me go ahead and turn off this soundtrack image. Boom, and then let's back out and see what we're going to play this evening. I actually forgot to even look at what the listing of stuff is tonight. So let's see what we got here. All right, live stream on the 30. That was last week. So today is live stream 31. And we have not yet... Let's see, what is new?
31 flavors of Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Indeed. So let's see here. We could do... From Heroes, there's only one we have not yet played on the stream. And
okay.
I think we'll do that one. And then, do we want to do, I don't know, maybe a variant villain this evening?
Sure.
What do you say, stream? Would you like to see a variant, an Infernal Relics variant villain this evening? We'll let you guys pick which one you want. So there's, as many of you sleuthy folks have figured out, based on the variant banners, there are two variants coming out on the villain side for Infernal Relics. One is GloomWeaver Skinwalker, and the other one is Spite, Agent of Gloom. Yeah, I just got the email too, Silverleaf. Yep. So we should have a bunch of people start streaming in as they get their notification. So yeah, so we have the two variants to look at. I know which one that I would rather play, but we'll actually let the stream decide. And then the only other hero that we have not yet played on the stream is Dark Watch Night Mist. All right, so let's actually... I'm doing this wrong, so let's go to multiplayer. I forgot that we were...
You want to play with me or by yourself?
I know, I forgot that was what I needed to do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and select Night Mist, and I'm going to do custom game, creating game. And, all right.
Tome of the
Bazaar, number 14. All right, so as I was saying, we've got Dark Watch Night Mist, who I think we're going to play this evening. I am not very good at Night Mist to begin with, and now I don't know how good I'll be at Dark Watch Night Mist, but I'll give it a try. All right, so let's see here. We got Gloomweaver, Spite, Spile, Gloomweaver, Spite. So it looks like it's about even. The multiplayer rooms do have names. That's right. Each multiplayer room is going to be named after a comic book, basically. So, like, here, I'll back out real quick so you can see it. So, if you see down here, there'll be this listing here where it says available games. Now, obviously, this is all still very temporary artwork. But there will be basically a listing of all the different comic books that you can go into. And you go into it, and then that is... that's how they're going to be named. So, you'll be able to differentiate them. So, that's pretty neat. Oh, are we doing as much of the... yeah, let's just do the dark.
And since you left, now I'm the king.
Now John is the king because I took off. So should we just do the darkness?
Sure.
I tried this team once before, but I don't remember who I played it against.
All right, so what are they saying?
Yeah, all right, so let's...
more spites.
Ugh.
You want Skinwalker?
I mean, I just don't like Spite, is what it is. I still have not yet figured out how to really effectively play against Spite.
Next week's going to be Spite, then.
All right. Cool. All right, so Gloomweaver Skinwalker. Let's take a look at what Gloomweaver Skinwalker... yes, we don't have Darkwatch set back, unfortunately, because he's not in the game yet. But all the heroes have darkness in their names, so that's good. All right, so... Gloomweaver Skinwalker. At the start of the game, Gloomweaver enters play Skinwalker side up. Pouch of Bones is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. The first time a non-villain target is destroyed each turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. When Gloomweaver would be destroyed, his villain character card flips to the Rotting God side instead. At the end of the villain turn, Gloomweaver deals the non-villain target with the second lowest HP, H-1 melee damage. And on this side, he is the Rotting God. And the Rotting God, oof. When flipped to this side, he goes up to 100 HP. And at the start of the villain turn, he deals every target H infernal damage. So in this case, it's going to be 4 infernal damage to every target on the board.
including himself,
and all his good guys, all his minions and his people. Whenever a cultist is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck is played. Whenever a target is destroyed, GloomWeaver regains 2 HP. At the end of the villain turn, GloomWeaver deals each non-hero target H-2 infernal damage. All right, so John, talk to me. What do you think is a good strategy with this guy? Is it trying to get him flipped as fast as possible? Is it... What are we thinking?
I mean, you have to flip him to win.
Right.
So you definitely want to flip him, and you don't need to worry about the relics and stuff as much, but you do want to get rid of them because they're pretty awful.
Yeah.
It's really nice to bring the Argent Adept to a fight like this because he can just take out high HP targets with one card, which is really nice. But yeah, like on the flip side, you just have to try to stay ahead of his crazy damage, and any redirecting and stuff you can do to get it back to him will just continue to accelerate that.
All right. Do we want to mess with the order here at all?
No, I think the order's fine.
Okay. And then environment. So that's the last thing. What should we do environment-wise?
Did you have a particular environment you wanted to play?
I don't. Anyone in the chat, feel free to throw out ideas for environments.
Space is dark.
Oh, space is dark. Let's see. Mars base. We've played Mars base 4 times. So that's not bad. All right. Here it is, folks. We got GloomWeaver Skinwalker. We've got Dark Watch, Mr. Fixer, Dark Watch Expatriate, Dark Watch Night Mist, and Dark Visionary. Actually, let's go ahead and, since we didn't mention this, Dark Watch Night Mist's new power is Attunement. Her sort of vanilla power is to deal herself 2 damage and then draw 2 cards. Attunement allows her to reveal the top 3 cards of her deck and then put them back on top in any order. So it's a deck management, but it's a little bit different. And then... And actually, is it versus Spite? I think I played this exact team against, I don't remember if it was Vanilla Spite or the other Spite, and he kind of negates her power completely, because doesn't he have that one card that makes you discard a bunch of cards? One of his drugs, doesn't it? Or am I imagining things?
Yeah.
All right. Did I move these out of order?
Screws with your deck manipulation quite a bit.
Yeah. And then Visionary here, Dark Visionary, reveal the top 2 cards of a deck, place one on top and one on the bottom. So slightly different than what her normal power is. So, all right. So we're ready.
Dark Visionary's power is crazy good.
Yeah. And there is the Skinwalker.
Check out his tail. It's like a dinosaur.
Yeah, he is a bad ace. I'm clipping. Is that what you're trying to say to me? I can take my face a little bit away from it. All right, let me know if you think that I am clipping or not anymore. I was kind of swallowing my microphone, so that might have been it.
GloomWeaver is super naked.
Yes. We might have to change our rating.
Well, it cuts off at the right spot.
It does. Well, we think you don't know. You don't know what's going on with GloomWeaver.
We don't know what's happening.
All right, I will be careful not to swallow my microphone. All right, so yeah.
All right, so I gave you the 2 new ones, well, newer ones, and I've got the Rook City peeps.
Gotcha. All right, so. Let's take a look at that Pouch of Bones real quick. Reduce damage dealt to zombies by 1. Whenever a zombie enters play, each villain target regains 4 HP. And then there's also something that's really important to keep in mind. GloomWeaver Skinwalker is also a zombie.
On this side.
On this side, right. So you flip him over and he's just a regular villain. But on this side, he is a zombie. So when that Pouch of Bones is talking about reducing damage dealt to zombies, that includes him. Plus, he also has a card out that increases damage dealt by the number of zombies in play, and he is a zombie for that as well. So, all right. And then we've got 1 zombie servant in play, which has only got the 2 HP. All right, Mr. Fixer.
All right.
How goes it?
Let's see what we got. Yeah, so Grease Gun is something we're not going to want on the other side of GloomWeaver, probably. So we might want it on this side. Though I do want to do some damage. So let's see. Night Mist has some Enlightenment and Master of Magic, which is handy. Expatriate has Arsenal Access, gun Finding ability, and Dark Visionary are some great cards in hand.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, we got a suggestion. Twist the Ether, Rest the Mind. Yeah, so she's got all of her stuff set up, depending on what she wants to do. So
I think I'm going to go ahead and overdrive while there's no equipment and ongoings to destroy, so I can use my...
That is an excellent decision.
Yeah, my Bitter Strike twice. So I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to focus on... Oh, the Pouch of Bones is reducing the damage. Don't like that.
Well, but you can kill the zombie servant, right?
No, someone else will kill the zombie servant.
All right,
like,
fair enough.
He'll get hit by, like, area damage. Let's see. Do I want to just focus on... Yeah, it'd be nice to have the Riveting Crane, actually, but I think I'm just going to focus on GloomWeaver and Pouch of Bones, whatever.
Yeah, the problem, my annoyance with Pouch of Bones, and this was happening in a test game I was playing earlier today, like, I always feel like I'm trying to whittle it down, but then it ends up getting healed right back up again.
You have to, like, outright destroy it.
Yeah, like, you have to say, I'm going to hit this and nothing but this until it's gone, and just focus. Yeah, GloomWeaver I found was somewhat streaky for me, at least in terms of what I've been trying to do to try and beat him. I haven't played against Skinwalker.
He can be a bit of a swingy villain because, like, if he gets all of his relics out, he can start being horrible.
All right, so Night Mist has a 2 magic, a 2 Robin Sparkles, Enlightenment, a 3 Robin Sparkles Enlightenment, a 2 Master of Magic, and a 1 Planar Banishment. All right, so there's no ongoing or environment cards in play right now, so that's not so good. Whenever you play a spell card, I can regain HP, so that's probably not a terrible one.
Yeah, it'd be good to get Master Magic out right away.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to get that out, and then I'm going to deck manage myself so I can figure out exactly what's going to come up. All right, so I've got a Heedless Lash, a Mist-Fueled Recovery, and a Planar Banishment. I think I'm going to get... so let's see here. So Heedless Lash is reveal the top card of your deck, deal herself and one other target some infernal damage, and then put the revealed card either into play or into your hand. So that is...
So here you can decide what you want Heedless Lash to play, for example.
Yep, exactly. And I don't want it to be Mist-Fueled Recovery. I think I'm actually gonna... Since I'm guessing I'm probably gonna use this again next turn. I'm gonna put Planar Banishment. Actually, so does it go? You go top and then second and then third? Is that how you pick these?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it says very top.
Right. Okay.
Very, very top. Such card. Wow, deck.
Right. Good. All right. So now I have 2 of the Planar Banishments that I'm probably not going to use at least for now. But I'm going to probably attune again next turn, and then that way I'll know.
You didn't want to get Heedless Lash?
I didn't, because it was just going to get Heedless Lash, and there's a method to my madness. It might not be a good method.
Okay.
But I think I know what I'm doing.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to go for Arsenal Access and try to get a shotgun. And a flak jacket. That'll do.
Nice. Yeah, I'll kill the Robin Sparkles joke. I know for people who don't get it, that's probably really annoying. So I'm just going to call it a sparkle number.
So that's something specific from a TV show? It's not a real thing?
Correct.
Okay. Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Which is odd, because you're Canadian. So I'd expect that you would know, because she was really big in Canada. This is also from the show.
Yes. I was wondering when you were saying that. It's like, yeah, I never heard of whatever you're talking about. But
all right.
That happens a lot with you, Jeremy, so I just,
ahead. You're used to it.
Smile and nod.
Okay, so let's see here. I got a Mental Divergence, which is a decent thing to get out. You get an ongoing, or you can pull something from a hero trash and put it on the top of their deck, which is a pretty good card. Suggestion, which will be good once there's some actual cards in the villain trash. We got Twist the Ether, which is your typical sort of, booster, damage type selector card, and then you got Rest the Mind.
Twist the Ether on GloomWeaver would be really good.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I was just about to say, actually. Because so interestingly, so Rest the Mind cannot be played on a character card. It can only be played on like a minion or another target. Twist the Ether, on the other hand, can be played on anything. So any target, including character cards. And you can't actually redirect where the damage is going with this, but you can choose what type it is, and you can either boost it by 1 or down it by 1. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Put that on GloomWeaver. That gives us a little bit of control over what GloomWeaver can do. And now I think I'm going to Turmoil GloomWeaver as well. And see if we can't keep him under wraps a little bit. All right, so we got a Cursed Acolyte here. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 2 fire damage and 2 infernal damage. Really don't like that card.
Yeah. Yeah, we hate that one. That's the worst card in the world.
Yeah, Ophidia the Deceiver.
Especially the character on it, that guy.
At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP, X toxic damage, or X equals 1. Yeah, I mean, that's better than...
yeah, I mean, it's 4 damage, but it's a lot less than the Acolyte it's doing.
Yeah. All right, so we will put that one on the top. And Mental Divergence, another one of those.
Oxygen leak. So we're not doing fire damage. So we could actually convert his damage to fire damage.
Yeah, I like it.
So I would say skip this for now. We can get rid of it later, maybe. It becomes, because right now it's going to do 0 damage. So.
And here comes that card that we knew was coming.
Oh, hey, look, something new.
What is this? All right, so we've got GloomWeaver is going to be dealing damage to Dark Visionary here. And we're going to twist the Ether on it. So as we said, we're going to go ahead and do Fire, since that's going to be reduced by 3. I guess we'll just let Oxygen Leak take it down. And we can even reduce it by 1. And there we go.
Hooray for Oxygen Leak.
Yay.
And Twist the Ether. The chat likes the new dialogue.
Yes.
Oh, and there goes... Oh, the Ophidia the Deceiver went after Expatriate, so... And that was no damage. All right, so... For Mr. Fixer, I can once again get a free damage if I use Toolbox. Unless there's something we don't mind losing. Which there isn't. So... Alternatively, I could just try to sort of start saving up cards. With Darkwatch Mr. Fixer, since he always destroys a hero ongoing equipment card, it can be a little annoying. Because he keeps destroying either his own stuff or other people's stuff. So I think I'm going to play Toolbox and see what I get, because I get to draw 2 cards from that. Tiger Claw and Tire Iron.
Sarcasm damage.
Let's see. So, I kind of like my hand. I don't think I need to keep the toolbox, so I'm going to do the damage and destroy the toolbox. What do you think? Well, what do you think about Mr. Fixer? Do you like to wait and save up so that you can do something bigger later?
I am still learning how to effectively use Mr. Fixer, especially Darkwatch.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and deal the damage. He's a one-time kind of guy. And now I can destroy any card, but I'm going to go ahead and destroy the toolbox. All right. Do you remember what's on top of your deck?
I do. So, yeah, so Heedless Lash is actually the one that's on top of the deck now. And I think what I'm actually going to do is... So, let's see here. So, one player may draw... So, this is like a card draw, but it's also a spell, which means I can heal up. I'm going to use the 3... Because we want to keep that Oxygen Leak. So, yeah, I'm just going to Enlightenment.
Yeah, like I don't know what your plan was for planar banishment. You said there was a method to your madness.
I just mean, like, it wasn't an immediate thing. It was more to keep Heedless Lash in my attunement, so I can move it around a little bit more. I didn't say it was a good idea.
You use it for a spell.
Oh, see, these are the things I still am learning about. Okay, I get it. That's right. I always forget that she.
That's what I was trying to teach you.
Yeah, with her mechanic, that it's the number that comes out. Yeah,
of the top card.
Right.
And then most of the time you discard it. But the nice thing about Heedless Lash is you get to play that card.
Interesting.
So her power is really powerful with Heedless Lash because you can control what Heedless Lash is going to play. Which allows you to basically play 2 cards a turn sometimes.
Gotcha. All right. Is there anybody who would like to have 2 cards?
I think Night Mist would.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to take them. I just didn't know if there's anybody else that might be. Okay, so there's Mistfield Recovery, which is the card that I didn't necessarily want. Okay, now I'm understanding it. So I probably should have kept Mistfield Recovery on top if I was planning on using Enlightenment, because I'm not going to use that card, but I could get the healing from it. Plus, it's a 3. Interesting. All right. So now let's attune again.
You got a Call Forth, which is great.
Yep. All right. So let's take a look then. Select the card to put on the very top of the deck. So we've got Mist Form, which is immune to damage. This is sort of her telekinetic cocoon kind of thing. We got Mistbound. Discard 2 cards if you do. Select a deck. Cards cannot be played from that deck. And then the Amulet of the Elder Gods. I think, let's see here. Got to Call Forth. Discard a card. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm probably going to play Call Forth next turn.
With Call Forth, it's a little different because you discard a card and then you get that many.
Right. So I'm going to get to heal 4, and then I can discard probably that Planar Banishment, the 3 Planar Banishment. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so it doesn't really matter. And then
you're going to get shuffled anyway. So just pick the one on top, whichever one you actually want to pick up.
All right.
I mean, you're going to be getting relics next turn anyways. You want to draw that?
Why
don't you draw like Mistbound?
All right, hang on. I'm learning, everybody. Just relax. Whoa. John, something screwy is going on with your Skype. I cannot hear you. It's making weird noises. I'm going to hang up and call you back. Are you there? Yeah, it was weird. It did some kind of weird thing. All right,
so let's backwards now. So I was saying with Night Mist, especially Darkwatch Night Mist, you're really playing 1 or 2 turns in advance.
Right.
So you have to really be thinking about that all the time, more than most characters.
Interesting.
Like, I want this to be 2 cards down from the top of my deck so that I can use Heedless Lash the following turn, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So on. All right, so...
Yeah, I need to play more test games with her. I know it's Dark Roy Dante's favorite character, he told me.
I think I'm going to get an Assault Rifle out. I have +1 to damage because of my power last turn, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Up to 3 targets, 2 projectile damage each. So I will take out that zombie, since I don't think anyone else is going to. And then hit Gloomweaver. And I guess I may as well... Well, I can hit the Deceiver or the Pouch. What do you think? The Pouch is so... I'll hit the Deceiver. The Pouch is so hard to kill.
I know. I do remember. I hate the Pouch. Why is their hit points so high? It's so annoying. All 3 of those relics are just All right. There's only 1 card in the villain trash, so Suggestion is still not really all that great. Although I guess I could rest the mind.
Awesome, because you can put a zombie on top and it's stupid.
I mean, I guess I could rest the mind on the Deceiver.
I mean, putting the zombie on top is good. I mean, resting the mind on the Deceiver is okay also. It's going to be 4 damage.
What are you planning on doing with Mr. Fixer?
Punching things.
Would you like a card to get rid of? So that you can get something else out? And keep it out?
I guess so. Like rest the mind, you think, then? Or?
I was going to put out a mental divergence.
Well, why don't you put it rest the mind? Because Ophidia will be all but dead after you use it once. And then it will actually be useful as opposed to be just being a completely dead play.
Okay, fair enough. We'll put that on the Deceiver. And then I will once again... hit GloomWeaver for some turmoil.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a Zombie Servant and a Vast Following.
Definitely zombie. Vast Following is a bad card.
Yep.
Ooh, good. Precognition is good, though. With Dark Visionary, it's like, you don't even need that.
Yeah.
Then you can just use your power on some other... Alright, so 0 damage to all.
Damage. Pervasive red dust. Yuck. All right, so reduce all...
there's not much equipment out there anyways. Right? So... Yeah, we want to keep that. Assault rifle gets destroyed by the dust. Oh, right. So when a zombie enters play, they heal up.
Yeah, that's why you kept saying, like, put a zombie on top, and I'm like...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Why would I do that?
That's the pouch of bones thing. I hate the pouch of bones.
Yeah. All right, so who's considered to have the second lowest? I'm healing, or these are both mine, but I'm going to do it to...
well, vote Visionary, because there's no Nemesis damage.
Ah.
And it's going to be 0 anyways if you do that with Twisted Ether.
Oh, right, because we can fire damage with the Ether.
I don't think it really matters because of the -1, but...
All right, so... Should we do this? We redirect this over to GloomWeaver?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Zero damage to all, and to all a good night. Well played.
All right. So... I want like a jack handle or something, but I don't have that yet. I'm thinking of giving him the riveting crane so he can do more damage to GloomWeaver overall. So I'm going to do that. So riveting crane, once I do damage to a target, all damage dealt to that target's irreducible until the start of your next turn.
Excellent.
So let's hit GloomWeaver. And then destroy a card. So we could keep around Rest of Mind because Ophidia is not dying.
Right.
And I have another Riveting Crane. So I'm just going to destroy that.
Okay.
I'll just be the one at a time, Mr. Fixer.
All right. So... go ahead and play that Call Forth. I'm going to heal up for 4, which is awesome. And then I am going to discard the 3 Planar Banishment.
And there's that amulet, since it was near the top.
Yep. There is something screwy going on with the sound on my computer tonight.
With Skype or everything?
We'll know in a second. hang on, everybody. I'm going to restart the game real quick because I think the sound is acting funky. So let's quit.
Wait, are you quitting the game? We can't continue.
Oh, darn. That is not what I meant to say. Well, it's too late now.
Well, we can just share your screen then and do it that way like we used to. We are going to allow you to rejoin at some point, but that's not implemented yet.
Sorry, everybody. Damn it. The sound was like slowly getting further and further out of sync was the problem. I don't know if it's still bad, but...
it's just sound. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, it was really annoying me. But obviously I should have waited before...
Or said something before doing that.
Yes. All right, so Dark Watch Night Mist. I thought I did. Is it not? Skype says it is. Is it? You're not seeing it?
Okay, I see it.
Okay. All right. It wasn't the... Sorry, everybody. We're not going to talk about me doing that incorrectly. All right, so attunement now. All right, so I've got a Heedless Lash, an Oblivion, and a Scouring Mists. Scouring Mists, reveal the top card of the deck, the reveal card into your trash. I like Oblivion.
See, the thing is, if you put Heedless Lash on top, you can use it to play Oblivion.
Okay, so put Heedless Lash. So basically just keep them in this order. Heedless Lash, Oblivion, Scouring Mists. Okay. All right, so Expatriate.
Take a look at Pervasive Red Dust.
The end of the environment turn, destroy 4 equipment cards. At the start of the environment turn, if each player discards 1 card, destroy this card. When the card is destroyed, each player may put 1 equipment card from their trash into play.
Yeah, so I think we want to take advantage of that and be able to discard equipments and get them into play. The only one who will be negatively affected is Visionary, who doesn't have any equipment in the trash.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Video
or doesn't have any
is
equipment
stuck.
at all. Does Night Mist have equipment in the trash right now?
Why is it? Hang on a sec, John. I wonder if that was... What if I stop sharing screen? Is it going to come back?
Oh, their video is frozen.
Yeah, well, it's the stream is all... I can see it in the stream that it's not working properly. All right, hang on a second here. Let's see about... All right, and now let's switch that to...
I can continue the game on my computer, and we can just do the same things.
Oops, nope, not Steam. I want to be on Sentinels. Okay. All right, guys, I think... is it really that if I share the screen to you that it screws it up in the stream? Is that really what's happening? Oh, no, now the stream seems to be working. All right, guys, see if it's working now in 20 seconds when you hear me say this.
Okay,
it should be
can we
working.
see if Night Mist has anything in her trash already? Equipment-wise? No. Yeah, so I think we want to take advantage of the red dust. That trick would basically let it go off and discard an equipment card that you want to get into play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to not RPG launcher it then. I'm going to go ahead and use Quick Draw to get Pride or Prejudice. I'll take Prejudice. And then I'm going to use my power to increase my damage for next turn.
So that is AIM, Dark Watch Patriots base power. She'll increase all damage dealt by Expatriate until the end of her next turn, which is somewhat unique. Almost all powers that I'm aware of expire at the beginning of your next turn, but that's AIM is really cool because you get to use it this turn, and it lasts through your next turn.
And with Unload, sometimes you can use it twice.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see. 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 All right
one on the previous turn and one on the current turn, so you get a +2.
All right, so we still have that suggestion. I mean, I could precognition.
Yeah, precognition is not a bad call. Then you could use your power to
On the environment.
Or if you want to put out something for ongoing destruction, you could put it in multiversions. I guess it's up to you.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to do that for the time being, and then maybe we'll save that precognition for later, and we'll do this to Gloomy. All right. It is all variants tonight. That is correct. All right.
So Chosen Disciple is not a great card because it brings out zombies.
Right.
So we may as well just play a zombie, I think. It's effectively going to be...
Yeah, and they're easier to get rid of, so...
Yeah.
You don't know, right. Dark Roy Dante. Maybe it is a variant environment. Because remember, a variant just changes the character card. All the rest of the deck cards are the same. So
yeah, the character card's totally different.
Yep. All right. Oxygen League.
That's Mr. Wagner, of course.
Do we want to discard a card? All right, Mr. Fixer, what would you like to discard?
Tire Iron. Oh, wait. So I have in my trash an equipment, don't I? Actually, I could put Grease Gun into play. That's a good combo. Or I could Toolbox. I kind of like being able to put Grease Gun into play, and then they can't deal damage on their turn. Unless I want to hang on to it. Yeah, let's do Grease Gun.
All right.
Because I don't actually lose my turn for doing it, which is nice.
All right, and I let's see. See, I already have. Oh, so this is So Amulet of the Elder God is a redirector. Elder Ring is a damage booster.
Yep.
Or I can get the tome out.
The thing about this though is like you're probably not going to use this very much because you have her other power. That's probably better.
Right.
For a regular Night Mist, I use the Tome of Elder Magic all the time because it doesn't hurt you. But
yeah, I'm gonna get Amulet.
The Amulet is great because if some big damage comes your way, you can get rid of it. So I'm gonna discard. So I have an assault rifle in the trash already, but I'm gonna discard submachine gun because I'm probably not gonna play it.
And I have no. Is Maelstrom the everything? Every non-hero target, yeah. But yeah, as is always, I always want to use the Psychic Maelstroms and the, all her damage dealing, the Mind Spikes, but I always feel like it's, why would I?
All right,
so
card.
Mr. Fixer.
Grease Gun.
It's an excellent time to get that out. Ahead of the villain turn. All right, and
any
you
environment stuff too.
Yeah.
Assault rifle.
Maintenance level. And we're still going to keep the fire damage going, right?
Yeah, I think that we're okay with that. Another Pervasive Red Dust. Okay, well, there goes our equipment cards that we just played.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, well.
A bummer.
That happens. Then I'll just RPG launcher it and we'll get it back right away. Yeah, that Deceiver is staying alive. It is nice. They can't deal damage now. Or they can deal damage because, right... Reduce because of the...
I almost hit the wrong one.
Right, so here there's the Rest the Mind. So you could rest it over to... I don't know. You could kill a zombie if you want, or you could hit GloomWeaver.
Oh, right, because the GloomWeaver is
irreducible, so...
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play... let's see. So I could play Riveting Crane. I think sticking with the Riveting Crane is probably a good idea. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to attack GloomWeaver again. And we're going to destroy Mental Divergence, I guess, so I can keep Riveting Crane.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, Overdrive. That'll be good. If we have stuff to destroy for it, I guess.
All right.
So were you going to do Heedless Lash and Oblivion?
Yeah, let's do that. It's a Heedless Lash that's going to heal me up. And I get my Oblivion. Take my damage. All right. Who else do I want to deal some of this damage to? GloomWeaver. Right, still irreducible. Thank you. So we'll do that. All right. And then...
Then you can play it.
So, yes. So let's put it in play. And, all right. So, Night Mist. Select which card's sparkle damage will be dealt to each target. So we've got a 3 and a 2. So we're going to start with the 2, because the first one does it to everything. So you want to pick the lower one. Usually. Not always, but...
Usually, yeah.
Generally speaking, you're going to want that to be the lower one. We're going to do our damage here to all of them. Do some more irreducible damage to GloomWeaver. Alright, and now we've got 3. Oh, nice. We're going to wipe the board of all these extra guys here. That's excellent.
I guess we could have gotten rid of that Rest of Mind. I guess we didn't know what the Oblivion was going to do, though, for sure.
Right, yeah. Alright, good. So the zombie servants are gone.
Cool.
And
we're doing lots of damage.
Yeah.
Nemesis damage, too, right? So that's excellent. Great turn.
Alright, so let's attune here and see what
That's
we got.
some Night Mist magic.
That's awesome. Alright, so we got a Mistbound to go right on the top of the deck.
So you have all these cards already in your hand.
I know.
So, do you have a Heedless Lash in your hand or anything? So here's where you look at your hand and you decide, what do I want to be on top if I want to play a spell next turn to control the magic number, right?
Right. Alright, so I have an Enlightenment.
I mean, you could just have you could play Mistbound 2 turns in a row and keep the villain from playing cards, which is actually pretty awesome right now.
Yeah, actually, I like that. So we'll put Mistbound on top and then have the relics underneath it.
So you probably usually want a higher magic number on top, but whatever. And you're going to be rearranging them next turn anyways, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to RPG Launcher the Pervasive Red Dust. And we can...
All right, so now we get to put those out again.
Yeah.
Assuming we still want the same ones.
Yeah, we'll do Grease Gun again.
All right, and then Night Mist, we'll get that amulet back out.
And let's put out the Assault Rifle again. And I'm going to, damage both of them. Actually, it's fire, so it gets... Oh, but irreducible. Ha
ha.
And yeah, it's 0 there, so it doesn't matter. And then I'll use the Assault Rifle to damage those 2.
And aim is still in effect, so you can see that boost there.
Now, we could use the 3rd damage over to Night Mist at the cost of 2 cards. I don't think it's worth it. But it's something you can do with the amulet.
Yeah.
So I can, if you look at Night Mist, if you click on her at least, you can see that you'll be able to redirect that over to GloomWeaver if we wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's worth it right now because we want to discard your cards for Mistbounds. So.
Okay.
Oh, and an unload. Unfortunately, don't have a lot of guns, but you know.
Okay, so let's see here.
So suggestion might be not a bad idea.
What do we got in there? So 3 zombie servants and a Phidia.
Maybe a Phidia? I mean, as far as things go, for what he might play, she's not so bad.
Yeah. And there's
I
no
mean, he
voodoo
might
pins in play, and I can keep voodoo pins from coming out, so... Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's do that.
And then we can just kill her pretty quickly if we want.
Phidia on the top. And then I will...
The double 4 healing is slowing things down too much, so...
Yeah.
Oh, why did you... I guess, well, you know that she's on top. You just played suggestion.
Yeah, but who knows? You know, maybe something else could have been better underneath her.
Okay,
you know what
fair.
I mean? But we'll keep that on top. Mass Levitation, a card that I don't believe I've ever played.
Maybe you'll play it this time, so...
Maybe.
Fixer can destroy it.
All right.
You'll choose for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Pouch of Bones is actually down below 20 for a change. I am not going to discard those cards.
Yeah, so here this is dealing damage because Grease Gun only works against targets.
Do we want to shuffle our trash into our decks?
I'm okay with it. Is Night Mist okay with it is the question.
Let's see here. She's got 8.
It's only 8. It's not that many. You have lots of health.
Yeah, the only question is, like, I haven't really got myself super set up on my top 3.
But you're just going to be playing Mistbound anyways.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like there isn't really much of, like, I'm not worried about losing my setup.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, shuffle.
Yep, let's do it. Another oxygen leak, so fire is reduced by 6.
I mean, it's going to be doing 3 damage to each target now, which is kind of gross. Twice, so we might want to get rid of it now.
Yeah.
Unless we can become immune to toxic damage, but I don't think we have a way to do that. So let's see who wants to discard a card.
Yeah, so Mr. Fixer's got 5. Night Mist has 3. No, I'm sorry. Expatriate has 3. And why is it only swapping in between those 2? That's interesting. There's a bug.
Yeah. Not sure.
It's only in the keyboard shortcut.
Oh, I see.
If I actually click on the arrows, I can cycle through everybody. But if I use a keyboard shortcut,
yeah, let's have Mr. Fixer discard for it. Unless you want to discard Mass Levitation.
Well, we got 2 of them. Remember, so we can do Mr. Fixer can do 1, and then I can do the other one. So what do you want him to discard?
I'll discard Overdrive. Actually, I'll discard. Yeah. I'll discard Alternating Tiger Claw. If I had the other card to get Overdrive out of the trash, I would, but I don't have it, so...
Alright, and then we'll have Dark Visionary. Get rid of Mass Levitation. And the environment is clear. There's a Phidia.
And they can't deal damage because of Grease Gun.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I'll put out Tire Iron so I can destroy it. And then I'll deal damage to Gloomweaver. I guess I'll deal damage to Gloomweaver. I think that makes sense. Tire Iron doesn't give me any bonuses except for the insta-kill, but it's not going to get them low enough. And then, destroy Tire Iron. Ooh, Bloody Knuckles is a great one.
Bloody Knuckles, yeah. All right, so...
So the number 4, Mistbound will let you heal for 4 as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, so let's do that. And then I'm going to get rid of... I mean, she is not going to be a damage dealer. Well, first of all, we can get rid of Tome of the Elder Magic, for 1.
And planar banishment you won't need.
Yep.
I mean, she is a damage dealer. What are you saying she's not a damage dealer? At least not for the couple turns that we're playing Mistbound.
Right. That's what I meant.
But
like she was not going to be damage dealing right now.
Yeah. So let's choose Gloomweaver.
All right, and now let's go ahead and attune. Yeah, see, Mist of Time. That's another one of those cards that I still don't really... I don't know.
So that
what
goes
this...
with Mistfield Recovery. So Mistfield Recovery lets you heal based on how many cards are in a trash.
Okay, so you play this...
This lets you instantly make your trash full.
Aha! That's good to know.
So it's a card you have to play a turn in advance.
Right.
I mean, all else being equal, a high magic number is good. None of those cards are really anything you want, though.
Yeah, I agree. But we'll just sort of do... I've already got an Elder Ring, so we'll put that one on the lowest.
Yeah, put a 4 on top. So you've got a 4 and a 1 on top, but you don't have Oblivion, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, so... I actually don't want to play any of those cards. So I will skip. And I'll use my assault rifle to shoot the 3 things. We are chipping away at that pouch of bones.
Yeah. Well, the last game, it's because we have the deck management going on. The last game I was playing with, I had no deck management. I kept getting zombies out, and they kept healing for 4. And like I literally every single turn, it would be Gloomweaver completely healed, 2 relics completely healed, and like 4 zombies completely healed. And it was like starting anew every turn. It was horrible.
Right. So you could play Mental Divergence, and then Mr. Fixer has something to destroy potentially.
True. And then... I mean, does anybody have something from have an ongoing in their trash they would love to have back?
All the trashes are empty.
Oh, that's... Well, yeah.
Actually, well, maybe not, but mostly empty.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right,
Does Mr. Fixer have one?
He has a style.
Yeah.
Riveting Tiger Claw, or Alternating Tiger Claw.
He doesn't need that. So, yeah, so... You could use your base power on someone else, because you don't need to do it on Gloomweaver now. To maybe help yourself get a card you want. Actually, what's in your trash?
Mass Levitation.
Oh, the rest of mine got reshuffled. I mean, it's... Unless you want to look at the environment.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might want to do the environment and just change,
Sure.
Maybe try and keep that from... Huh. Interesting. All right, so what's happening with the villain this turn? He can't play cards.
He can still deal damage. I mean, Meteor Storm is annoying because we won't be able to get rid of it until Expatriate's turn.
Right.
But I mean, it would let us get Mr. Fixer set up a little bit. Why don't we why don't we play Meteor Storm so if we can, because we can control it, right? When it comes out unbidden, it's annoying oftentimes. Yeah. But here we could let Mr. Fixer play a card, continue the Mistbound, then Expatriate can destroy it and deal some damage with that card. So there you get some more personal deck control.
All right, so here we've got Skinwalker. At this point now, do we have any reductions? Because the fire thing is done. So do we have any reductions?
Nothing to deal damage. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, right, because duh, we just had a conversation about Meteor Storm. Womp womp. All right, so what is it that you would like to get set up? So we're going to not skip the rest of your turn, right?
Yeah, actually, there's nothing I have to get set up with, so I'm just going to skip twice.
Get a couple extra cards.
And hopefully get something.
2 meditations. She is not going to skip the rest of her turn. Let's see here.
Then you're going to misbound again?
Yes. And let's get rid of... Yeah, I'm actually going to get rid of Scouring Mists and Mistbound Recovery because I'm not going to use it.
You have
now.
full health.
Yeah, like what am I going to do with it? All right. And we're going to keep Gloomy stuck. And let's attune.
I like the wording on that card. If you discard 2 cards, you may select a deck. So you can choose to not select a deck if you want, but I'm not sure if anyone is ever going to do that.
Astral Premonition. Discard 1 card. If you do, reveal the top 2 cards of a deck. Put 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. So Dark Visionary's power.
Yeah.
An Elder Ring and a Mists of Time. I mean, I just discarded an Elder Ring, so I guess I'll pull one of those just so I've got one. And then you have it.
And then you have it.
And then you have it.
And then you have 2 4s on top.
Oh, actually, you know what? Speaking of Arrested Development, I took a picture with my son yesterday. I'm going to put it in the chat. Because that's just the kind of guy that I am. And if there are any Arrested Development fans out there, this is for you. All right. That is my son, in case anyone was curious. All right. So then I think I'm going to go ahead and put, I guess, Mist of Time. But I don't know that it matters.
You get another Elder Ring. Here, I've got all kinds of Elder Rings.
Yeah. And we are once again not skipping.
Not skipping. And we'll play RPG Launcher. And destroy the Meteor Storm.
He is neither seen nor heard. It's all about the references to television shows that some people have not watched. That's what we do on the stream. All right, Gloomy. No more Irreducible.
And I guess we'll hit the Deceiver. And then I will use the Assault Rifle to hit all of them. Not Irreducible anymore.
Yep.
He's down to 15, though. And then he's going to start hitting himself, and we can boost that up, which is great.
All right, so Foresight is the top 3 cards of your own deck.
I mean, that's not actually a bad idea. To use Foresight on this turn so you can try to get another Twisted Ether. Or something.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. All damage. Oh, well, there's a Precognition.
I mean, doing damage is not bad because you have deck manipulation for your power, right? So
yeah, I think I'm gonna do.
Basically, you get to get 2 of these cards.
Yeah,
and then one of them goes on the bottom. To be honest, like Precognition can go on the bottom, which is weird for Visionary, but like because you have your you have one already, and it's your base power.
Yep. Right, we got Fire in the Biosphere.
Hey, that will get rid of the Deceiver. So that's nice.
So, John, I can't help but notice that when I hit Choose For Me, it might be happening a little differently than what people are used to.
Yep. we've been making some improvements in lots of areas around those decision-making things. So now if you have choose for me, it will continue to choose for you for all the decisions. Whereas previously you'd have to choose it again sometimes. Whenever you're deciding the ordering of cards to be that things happen in particular.
Well, and I was also going to say, I'm noticing that like for that last one, normally it would start and it would just go with the targets that are in the list. It would start from the left and work its way right, which means it would start with GloomWeaver, and it has not been doing that. It's been starting with lower hit point targets.
Okay.
Is that a real thing?
I'm not aware.
What it looks like.
Like when you press choose for me, the order is whatever. It doesn't. The idea is it doesn't matter. So
well, it's definitely happening in a different order than it used to. I can tell you that much.
Okay. Well, I didn't change anything there, so someone else did.
Okay. All right. First player to destroy a card. Mr. Fixer.
I don't want to destroy a card.
Night Mist.
You probably want to keep that.
Yeah. That's fine. Let's skip. Alright, Visionary. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do Foresight again, so I'm going to Foresight. And then choose.
Yeah, so the chat is talking about, like, the whole idea is it doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter. That's what choose for me is. So, don't expect it to be in a particular order.
All right. Any particular damage that we want to pick?
I don't think the type really matters. You can just reduce it by 1.
And we'll reduce it by 1. Yeah, maybe it moved to alphabetically instead of like highest to lowest or whatever it was before. All right.
Let's play Bloody Knuckles and hit GloomWeaver. And then destroy Bloody Knuckles.
What shall we destroy?
Bloody Knuckles.
Yep. All right. Harmony.
It'd be great if I had a tool. All right, so now he's going to be able to play cards again.
Yes, all right. So Night Mist deals with the cards in front of the image. One player may draw that card's magic number cards. Pull the revealed card into your trash.
That might not be a bad idea to play because it's going to be a 4. You know, it's a 4 on top, right? So someone's going to be able to draw 4 cards.
Yeah,
which
so
is probably going to be you.
Yeah, I was going to say, does anybody else need them?
I mean, you've got the amulet. You want to have lots of cards.
Yeah. Okay, so
and you can redirect this damage.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Get rid of both of those Elder Rings. And then we'll do 5 irreducible to GloomWeaver.
Nice. Yeah, you can get up to lots of shenanigans with the amulet. And then draw 4 for yourself, probably, right?
Yep. Got an Astral Premonition, Mists of Time, Elder Ring.
How many Elder? You got all
Tome
the
of
Elder
Magics. I know, seriously.
On
Well,
top.
we reshuffled, so maybe that was what it was. No, there's 2 of them in there, and then a third one there.
Yeah. You just love your Elder Rings.
I do. All right, so let's attune. All right, I still have that magic. So let's do what? Call Forth.
And you could play Call Forth and get a whole bunch of relics,
Yeah.
including that necklace, right? That's going to be on the top. So
Yep. Perfect. All right, Expatriate.
oh, I can quick draw. Quick draw. Search my deck. And Prejudice. I'll keep trying for it. And let's use the assault rifle. and hit Gloomweaver and the pouch. He's almost flipped. Actually, the Visionary can flip him. And then stop. So if you could play Mind Spike.
I could.
Which I would say go for it.
Yep.
And he's not a zombie now on the other side, so he won't get the damage reduction, even though we've been getting around it. All right, let's take a look at what he's got now on the other side.
So
he's on
Gloomweaver's
fire.
maximum HP is 100. At the start of the villain turn, he deals each target 4 infernal damage. Whenever a cultist is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck is played. Whenever a target is destroyed, Gloomweaver regains 2 HP. So basically, anytime any target in the game is destroyed, he's going to heal up a bit because he's a rotting god. He's eating the dead, basically, and they are
and then at the end of the villain turn, he deals each non-hero target damage too. So he basically is doing 6 damage to all of the bad guys, including himself. So he runs down pretty quick. And then you probably want to manipulate his deck.
All right, the Grimoire of Curses versus a Crimson Pin. We actually haven't gotten any pins yet, so we haven't really talked about them. Voodoo pins get played next to heroes for various situations. Hero character card, in this case with the highest HP. At the end of that hero's turn, Gloomweaver deals them 2 irreducible toxic damage, which is crappy. But the Grimoire of Curses is probably worse. At the start of the villain turn, each player may discard 1 card, then Gloomweaver deals each hero target X infernal damage, where X equals 4 minus the number of cards discarded this way.
Yeah, I'd vote for the pin.
Yeah.
They're not too bad. Then you can suggest something else next time.
Yep.
Look at that Visionary dealing damage. All right, yes, let's get rid of this thing.
Yeah, don't come to Cleveland. Heaven forbid. Come into Cleveland and see the
terrible
orbiting HQ of Candelabra Games.
All right, who's got cards? Actually, Mr. Fixer can probably discard 2 cards. Take a look at what they have, though.
Yeah, he's got those 3 meditations. Or mediations? Meditations.
Meditation.
Yeah. And then, so we've got her with all her cards.
Yeah,
there.
she doesn't want to discard.
Right.
Yeah, let's do Mr. Fixer. We'll discard that Driving Mantis, because I can get it with a meditation easily if I need. And I'll discard a meditation also. Reduce all fire damage by 3.
This train is carrying jobs out of Cleveland.
I think so. Okay, so here's the thing. The oxygen leak, reduce all fire damage by 3. We can have him deal us fire damage, and that would be reduced by 3. The problem is that this is going to deal each target 7 toxic damage. Do we have anything we can use to get rid of this? Do you have a planar banishment or something?
Excuse me. Astral Premonition, call forth Elder.
I know you have one in the top 2 cards of your deck, but you don't have it right now.
I did put it top, not second top. I don't know if that's helpful or not.
I don't think you have any way to play it, though.
Yeah.
And Expatriate doesn't have an RPG launcher, because I think she played them both. So I think we probably want to get rid of this, unfortunately, even though it would be great. Potentially, with Gloomweaver doing his thing. Because 7 damage is a lot for us to take every turn.
Yeah. If he was a little further along, maybe, but we've got 100 to get through. And yes, it's going to move somewhat quickly, but probably not as quickly as we'd like. So
yeah, so
I think
who wants to discard a card?
Yeah, so Mr. Fixer has 4, 2 of which are meditations. I got Harmony and an Overdrive. I've got...
You don't want to discard a card. Keep going past Night Mist.
Yeah, so you got Expatriate. I don't know, maybe Speed Loading? Or I could get rid of either Precognition. I could probably get rid of Psychic Maelstrom at this point.
Yeah, I'll discard Speed Loading. I'm probably not going to play it. I could discard incendiary rounds and just play it with reload, but I'd rather probably try to use it twice. So.
All right, here we go. Rotting God is going to do...
So now you actually know what Twisted Ether is asking you about, which is nice.
Yes. All right. So, Pouch of Bones. Again, so the type I don't think is going to matter too much, but the increase and decrease is going to matter a lot.
Yeah. So I want to increase the damage he does to his own things.
Yep. So to himself, I'm just going to bounce around and pick random different types of damage. So
Sure.
All right, so now we got a good guy. So we're
now
going to
reduce the damage to us.
And we'll do projectile. Reduce by 1.
Oh, here actually, instead of reducing it against Night Mist, you could increase it and then do this.
Yeah, I think I already.
You get to redecide with Twisted Ether, anyways, and actually, yeah, you get to redecide after redirecting. So you can just say yes, and then you'll get the decision again.
All right.
And then you can redirect right back to himself.
Yep. We'll call it Infernal, and we'll increase it.
Nice.
That'll do.
And let's reduce this.
Did we just become best friends? Aw. It's a match made in heaven in the old chat room tonight. Who am I damaging here? Alright, so we'll reduce this one. Reduce this one. I don't think I've done any radiant damage yet this turn. I'll have to remember that.
Always pick Radiant.
Yeah. There goes the pin. It's going to deal more damage, so let's deal damage to himself. Increase by 1. Radiant, increase by 1.
So there's some healing.
Yeah.
So the bones, pouch of bones is destroyed finally. We can put zombies into play. All right, we're in the home stretch now. Okay. I'm going to play Harmony so I can destroy it. So I'm going to do that damage to GloomWeaver. GloomWeaver dealing radiant damage. It doesn't make sense.
The whole world is all twisted and backwards.
I mean, I could. Are you ever going to play use mental divergence? I guess I could destroy that. Probably not.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's get rid of that.
I might get a tool.
Yeah. There you go.
Yay!
All right. What does this Astral Premonition do? Oh, right. This is the other.
Yeah, I think Call Forth is a good play because you're going to get 4 cards.
Yeah.
And you're also back to full health. Oh, yeah, the Premonition will give you 4. If you have that many. Yep. And the Starshield Necklace is a great card. I guess there's only 3, but
yeah.
That's okay.
Yep, that's fine. All right, let's see what we got here.
Getting more cards is better for your other abilities.
All right, I definitely want...
So Oblivion is actually not great because there's not many other targets.
Yeah. Let's see.
You might actually want Enlightenment and then use the 4 from Oblivion.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do that.
So that will let you draw cards to power up your business. So yeah, here you can take a bit of damage or discard for it, but yeah, it's only going to be 3, so
yeah,
you have full health. Okay. I guess I'll unload and shoot both my guns at GloomWeaver. That's the wrong card.
Oh. Unload. Okay. I saw.
That's the word I said.
I must have seen load and grabbed it. Anyway. All right. So, which one first, or do you not care?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Shoot them both at GloomWeaver. And the pin, I guess you can hit with one of the damages. He's going to kill the pin anyways. And then stop.
All right, hang on. Estelindas is asking a question. Or somebody else was asking a question. Sock foot.
Multiplayer is not going to cost. The end.
Yes, correct. Multiplayer will be included in a point update, essentially. So it'll be like, hey, there's an update, you should download it, and you do, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
We'll take questions at the end of the stream. Yep. It's hard for us to pay attention to questions in the chat while we're playing.
All right. Third
stop
target
dealing
to
damage.
Yeah, stop dealing damage. And then prejudice.
And GloomWeaver. All right. It's the damage race. Hey, I got another gun.
All right.
So what's he got in the trash? Like, if he has a zombie, that would be an easy thing to play. Because he'll just kill it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or
I'm going to get one of the zombies, and then I'm going to get the pouch of bones. I'm going to put the pouch of bones on the bottom.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So it's banished. And then
maybe look at the environment.
Yep. The Vok Namaz best. Two bad choices.
Well, self-destruct isn't awful.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, yeah, that's fine. I have a question about your question policy question.
Questions about questions policies must be asked at the appropriate question policy meeting.
Policies, procedures, and what was the third P?
All right.
Yeah, so there you go. So, like, I choose for me, and it chose the crimson pin first. In previous builds of the game,
I'm telling you,
it absolutely would not have picked the crimson pin first.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Good.
So. As far as I could tell, and again, I haven't seen the code for this, not that I would have understood it if I had seen it, it always looked like it started at the left hand and moved all the way across the list to the right. That was what I always assumed it was doing, because that's what I believe I saw the first couple times. So, all right, so let's do energy damage, increase.
And then we want to do the same trick. Reduce it to him. And then we can do the same trick to Night Mist.
Yep. So we will do Infernal. We will twist the ether, and we will increase it. Yes, I will discard 2 cards. I'm going to get rid of the low number Star Shield necklace, and I have an amulet.
Yeah, you already have an amulet,
don't I?
So.
I do. Good.
Yeah, you have the amulet. That's what you're using right now.
Yep. Right. Duh. All right, and then I'm going to redirect the damage to GloomWeaver. Is going to ask me to twist the ether again. I will Infernal it, and there we go. 5 irreducible.
Man, it's a lot of damage. It's great to not be getting all of it.
Yeah.
Having that twist the ether is saving us probably at least a round, which might be the difference. But if we can get another one on him, that'll help a lot. But actually, no matter what happens, I think Night Mist will probably be able to win the game by herself. That's how she rolls. All right, let's go Tire Iron. Oh yeah, I don't want to skip my turn. Tire Iron. And deal damages. And we can destroy Riveting Crane, I think, because I can get a different style next turn.
Alrighty.
I'll just do that every turn. Ooh, Salvage Yard.
Nice.
That's excellent, especially for Night Mist, because it's like, oh, have a whole bunch of more cards in your hand.
Yep. Let's not skip the rest of the turn. I think we had said I'm going to Enlightenment. So I'm going to heal up. I'm back to maximum HP.
And you can redirect, discard to redirect this.
Yeah, why not? Another 5 irreducible. And I will draw 4 cards. Astral Premonition, Mist Form, Planar Banishment, Call Forth. Wonderful. And let's attune. 2 Heedless Lashes.
Oh, you could double Heedless Lash. Although you only end up with Master Magic at the end, so that's too bad.
Is that other Master Magic is still in play?
Yeah, it just wouldn't do anything. I guess you could put it in your hand, though. Like, you could totally chain the Heedless Lashes, right? So if you put one of them on the top, then the next one, you can Heedless Lash, play Heedless Lash, then put the Master Magic into your hand. It's pretty solid.
Yep.
Yeah, let's not skip. We can skip next round if we need to.
Yeah.
I'll play in... how much do I want guns, or how much do I want... Yeah, why don't I play Submachine Gun, and Mr. Fixer can destroy it. And I'll just shoot Assault Rifle or Prejudice. I don't think there's only the one target, right?
Yep.
So just Prejudice. Yeah. Now the chat is talking about question policy.
Yes.
You could Precognition, I guess. Might be the... I mean, 2 damage is 2 damage, but... Hey, zombie!
Yeah, keep that Profane Zealot out of there.
Yeah, and Vast Following all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, both of them I don't like. And then let's actually do this to the environment.
Yeah, if we can get something helpful.
See, I mean, maintenance... Do we have any way to kill maintenance level?
At the start of the environment turn, you can kill it. But that goes off after the self-destruct sequence.
But it goes under self-destruct sequence.
If you play Meteor Storm, we can all skip our turns to fill up the self-destruct sequence and get rid of it.
Ah, I like that idea.
Because the check for self-destruct sequence is going to go first. And then he can't deal his damage while that's happening, right? So we can just go skip, 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 skippity skip. Or not. Like, if we want to do other things, we can. We're kind of in control now a little bit, which is nice. He does start building up cards, but cards that can't do anything.
Yeah. All right, is there anything that you want to get out, or do you just want to skip to fill up the self-destruct?
I mean, I could play Salvage Yard and get equipment into people's hands.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as we're going to skip at least 2 of the rest of these people. I mean, Visionary can skip, no problem.
Right.
And
yeah, let's let Mr. Fixer take a turn. What is in people's trashes? I'm curious to see. Yeah, you're going to get a pile of equipment's back into your trash.
Yeah. And
so why don't we... Yeah.
You have, Expatriate has nothing.
And she doesn't have equipment.
And Visionary has nothing either, so... What do you have, Mr. Fixer? You've got... 1.
Yeah, Grease Gun.
Or 2.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's not skip Mr. Fixer's turn. And not skip. And I'll play Salvage Yard to fill up Night Mist's hand. And then I won't use the power. And you probably want to skip your turn. Unless you want to put out some equipments, but I don't know if there's anything you really need.
Yeah, no, this one will skip. And then... Did you want Expatriate to skip?
Yeah, she can skip.
And Visionary can definitely skip.
Well, we could have controlled the villain deck, but...
Nah, this is fine.
And hey, an oxygen leak that's not doing anything. So yeah, leave that there.
Alright, and then this isn't going to matter.
Yeah, we should make this not... Actually, yeah, the interesting thing about this is when targets can't deal damage, we can prevent this, but when targets are immune to damage, you can't as easily in the code. So that's why sometimes you still have to make those decisions. All right, so I think we're going to probably... We want to stay in it one more round, or...
I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, actually, because I can play Grease Gun. So, well, okay, so we need Mr. Fixer to... If Mr. Fixer plays Grease Gun... Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter because we have Oxygen Leak to save us. So, we do want to not skip for that, but yes, skip for Meteor Storm so that...
Right.
Yeah. And then he'll get to go next time.
Alright, so she's going to not do that. Let's see what we got here.
So she's got, remember, we were thinking of doing the Heedless Lash.
Yep.
So you can Heedless Lash, and then put Master of Magic in your hand. There's one option that you have set up.
Alright.
Just keep going after GloomWeaver.
Yep.
And you can play it.
Yep.
And do it again. This one you do take the damage, but oh no. You only have 25 hit points.
Awesome.
Cool.
Alright, so let's take a look at Attunement. And I've got another Heedless Lash.
That's great.
So yeah, we'll do Heedless Lash and then...
Planar Banishment to get rid of the...
Cool.
Self-destruct. There's your next turn.
Yep.
So no need to skip because we'll be able to destroy it. I'm going to play Shock Rounds on the Assault Rifle. Wait, on the sub... I don't know. Yeah, he's going to kill the Zombie Servant. He's going to kill all of his things. Why don't I play... Yeah, Incendiary Rounds on the Assault Rifle. Oh, wait, no, because the Auction Leak will stop fire damage. Let's do Shock Rounds. Shock Rounds on the Assault Rifle. And I will... Actually, what I'll do is I'll increase my damage for next turn. So that next turn, that Shock Rounds is going to do even more damage. And... Yeah, let's skip so that GloomWeaver is going to do 0 fire damage. So choose fire and reduce it, and it'll be 0. And no need to skip. If you want, you could put out demoralization for something for Mr. Fixer to destroy.
I like it.
It's already
Oof.
an hour and a half.
I know.
Actually, that's fine.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. And I don't like Cursed Acolyte, so...
Well, Cursed Acolyte's not going to do much anyways because of the oxygen leak.
Right.
But he is a cultist, which you don't want. So if cultists get destroyed, then he plays an extra card anyways. So yeah, you take a couple damage from this.
Yeah, man,
For
I might
2
as well.
damage.
I have so many cards. Like, why wouldn't, why not?
Yeah, I guess so. Like a couple Elder Rings.
Yeah, like anything that's got like a number under 2, so that I, and then we'll redirect it over here to Gloomy.
Yeah, we need to get rid of this oxygen leak because the thing is, okay, yeah, we want the oxygen leak because of the damage reduction, but not. It's going to do its own damage.
Didn't it just do the damage?
It just did the damage, but
It's
now
a
we
question
can
of
get
keeping
rid of
it for next turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a way to stop it from dealing damage to us? I don't think so. Or a way to destroy it, mainly. I don't think. Actually, you're going to get planar banishment, right?
Yeah, we had talked about using it for the self-destruct sequence, but do we
But
think
we
we
know
can?
the number that it's going to reveal is like not a 1, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So we can use it to destroy oxygen leak. So let's not destroy oxygen leak, and then we can keep GloomWeaver from hitting us.
All right, so 4 equipment cards.
Ugh. Well,
I mean, we can get rid of the amulet.
no, the amulet's great.
It is great,
The
but
amulet's killing GloomWeaver.
all right, fine.
Get rid of tire iron. And get rid of shock rounds, submachine gun. She has lots of stuff. She's fine. As long as she has a gun. And prejudice. Yeah, so make sure he does, non-fire damage to his own things.
Yep. Do the
And fire
opposite.
damage to us. Unless you want, you can have him do non-fire damage to Visionary, or to Night Mist.
Yeah, so let's do something here. We'll increase it by 1. Yes.
So remember, don't discard that Heedless Lash, but you could get rid of, say, like the Elder Ring. Even both Elder Rings, you're not going to play that card, so... Fire. Yeah, I wish we could have this oxygen leak all the time. It's nice.
All right, so yeah, the strength of the grave is going to also boost it, right?
No, he's not a zombie on this side.
Oh, he's not a zombie on this side. That's right.
He unzombies. Which I don't know how that's possible, but it's GloomWeaver. He's magic. Alright, so I don't want to skip my turn. So I could play Grease Gun and keep him from dealing damage. Or I could just deal damage. How are we on hit points? Getting kind of low.
7, 25, 10, and 5. He's not undead. He's non-dead. That's the difference. It's subtle, but it's there.
What do you think? Yeah, maybe I'll just start hitting. Keep hitting more. I'll use charge. and hit GloomWeaver, and then base power hit GloomWeaver. And I'll get rid of Harmony so that demoralization can go off. Hey, Bloody Knuckles. Cool.
All right, so we were going to Heedless.
Heedless Lash.
That's okay. I have a second planar banishment in my hand.
Yeah.
All right,
but the top card should be planar banishment.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's gonna so here if you want you can discard for 3 damage to him. You may as well discard this Star Shield, like you're never gonna need it with the Master of Magic healing you're doing. And then you can play it. And you can destroy 4 things. So the self-destruct sequence, get rid of that first.
Yeah, 2 villainous weaponries under that. I don't know if everybody saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can decide to lose the game this way if you want by destroying those. Yeah, and let's just destroy everything else. We get to put cards into play.
Yep. So you get your Tire Iron back. Night Mist.
Oh yeah, you could put.
Might as well put one of those Star Shields into play. Because I don't have enough healing going on. You want Prejudice back, or you want shock rounds on that assault rifle? What do you think?
I have reload, so why don't I put it Prejudice?
And we'll get rid of that Strength of the Grave.
Cool.
Yeah,
what's your
working
next
out
trick?
All right.
Oh my god!
I wonder what I should do. I think it's going to be start with the 2, and then the 1, and the 3. Cool. And do I want to discard something in heal?
You can discard a Master of Magic if you want.
Yep, might as well. The goal is for me to end this game having the same amount of hit points as all my teammates combined.
Let's see. Do I want to reload? Yeah, I have +1 to damage, so I want to do more damage. So I'm gonna reload and get the shock rounds out and put them on the assault rifle. And then I'm gonna shoot the assault rifle. And then stop, unless we want to ping it off of her. I don't know if that's worth it. You're gonna get enough damage as you need the cards.
Yeah. Interesting though, it'll get the +1 for Darkwatch Expatriate, but then it'll also get a +1 if I then deal it to Gloomweaver because of Nemesis, right?
No.
No.
Redirect.
Because it's just redirection. Got it. Okay. Yeah, we can skip it.
Yeah, you're going to be redirecting more damage from him, so. Hey,
there's that demoralization. And I guess...
Which damage? You're going to do all kinds of damage.
Yeah. Psychic Maelstrom.
Only 5 health. You haven't seen one, self-preservation card for Visionary this entire game. Right? She's got a whole bunch.
Yep.
And you haven't seen any. I guess you saw Mass Levitation, which is more of a group one.
Zombie Servant?
Yeah, I go with the zombie.
More red dust. Come on.
Keep the amulet. That's all that matters.
All right.
That is the only reason Night Mist isn't dead. That is what's keeping her alive. She's not taking 5 damage every turn.
Right.
Or every round. And then her own damage she's not even taking. And that Twist Ether has been great. That's probably saved us 50 health collectively. we can increase that and send it back.
All right, I'm going to get rid of Mist Form because I'm not going to use it, and I'll get rid of...
Yeah, you won't want to play... You won't actually want to play Oblivion.
I know.
It will kill us. Well, depending on how much health he is. Actually, yeah, you can safely play Oblivion because he's going to be dead. He only has 8 health. He's going to have, like, 6 at the end of his turn.
Keep the amulet. Win the battle.
I guess he'll hit himself and then he'll kill the zombie. And so he's going to...
Excuse me.
Or 7. I think we can do this. I think we can do this and everyone still be alive. Why did you keep the zombie alive? Oh, so he doesn't heal.
Yeah, because if he would gone down, then he heals 2 of the 3 that he just dealt to himself.
All right. So the zombie then hit us, right? Or maybe did the zombie not hit us for some reason?
No, the zombie hit something. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we're still alive, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I guess he hit Night Mist. Okay, so Bloody Knuckles, punch. That's going to do it, unless we want Night Mist to do the killing blow.
That's okay. We'll let the blind martial arts master do it.
Sweet, and everyone survived.
Look at that. The whole team lives to tell the tale.
Oh man, he's getting spiked with his own relic thing.
Yeah.
Or is that a relic from Apostate?
So you'll also notice that we are finally...
That looks like the Runes of Malediction, actually.
Yeah. You'll notice that we're finally starting to add some stuff to this end game screen. Now, we have lots of plans for this screen, but you'll notice that the villain is now on this screen as well. We've had a lot of requests for people. I mean, obviously, in this case, we won, so we know that the villain has 0 HP. But if the villain wins, you'll get to see what their finishing HP was. You'll also see in this area whether you're playing advanced or not, which I know is something that a lot of people have asked, mainly so they can screenshot this for bragging rights, essentially.
Well, you can share it right now.
I could share it. Why don't I do that?
Yeah, we do plan to add lots of stats and stuff to this screen as well in the future, but little by little. Spoiler alert.
Yes. There it is. Cool. All right, so there it is. There were some people talking about some possible questions. Yes, by all means, Ultimate Team Up Gerald. you may go ahead and post anything you like in the chat. He was actually sending me a message via different means to ask if he could post something in the chat, and I'm telling him go right ahead. What he's going to post is that we, Handelabra, are going to be at an event this coming Sunday, where we're going to be showing off the video game, and here in Cleveland. So if you're here in Cleveland and you are, if you want to meet me, Jennifer might be there. I don't know, but we're going to be showing off the game, maybe giving out a couple copies of the game, and hanging out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So he's going to post a link in the chat room that is going to give you all the info that you need. All right, so questions.
Lou Dolphin asks, I know you don't like putting out hard dates, but how close are we to Infernal Relics release? We are pretty close.
Pretty close.
We are close. We want to make sure that it's finished and working really well, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it very soon, before the end of the world. Yes. It is in the later stages of beta testing right now.
Yeah.
Of course,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
For iOS, there is the Apple review time. So for iOS users, you'll have to wait for that.
Actually, yeah, so let's talk about how... so for those of you who were around during the Rook City launch, it's going to work the same way, which is basically, once we're happy with it, we are going to release it, and it's going to go out. We're going to submit it to Apple and release it to Steam and Android all at the same time. The version that gets released on Steam and Android on the day of is going to have the expansion pack available for purchase, but it will not have variants yet available because we want everybody to have the opportunity to try and figure out how to unlock the variants together as like sort of a big community thing. So basically, that's going to come out, and then as we wait for Apple to approve it, we will then... once Apple does approve it, we will release a new build for Steam and Android that will include the variants as well, and we'll make an announcement about that. So Sicruz asks, can we submit to Apple early? And that's really just a question of how you look at it. Like if when we submit to Apple, we consider the game to be done. We can't submit it to Apple until it's done. If the game is done, then we're not actually submitting it early to Apple, and we would be submitting it on time to Apple and then holding it for everybody else. And so we've decided basically that we, in order to be fair to everybody without having people have to wait 2 weeks for Apple to get their act together, it's easier to do it the way that I just sort of listed.
Yeah. In the past, we've been able to arrange things like time development work that's Android and Steam specific to be able to do that in the review time period. But at this point, there isn't anything really specific to Android and Steam that we're waiting on. So when it's ready for all platforms. So basically, the platforms that have a longer review time are going to have to wait longer. Is just how it is. But we'll make sure that everyone has an equal chance at the variants.
Exactly. All right, so it is 10 to 10. That actually went longer than I thought it did. I guess time flies when you're having fun. But, yeah, so that's Spook216. That link that he posted is the link to the information about the event this coming weekend. Come by, say hi if you're in the Cleveland area. I'm always happy to meet the people who play our game. And I think that's going to do it for this evening. No more questions. Thank you so much. But yes, we are...
I'll answer some questions in chat.
Yes, yeah. John will maybe hang out for a bit in chat, but I got to get going because I got to get home because it's late. All right, thanks, everybody. It's been fun as always, and we will see you next week.